Yo, what is the haps? Give me a virtual dap. What's up, friends? I am Orange, the bot bender, and you are you, and this guy in front of us is a triple Paleotrex. But hey, before I go into all of that, I just hope everyone is doing really, really well. And if you're not doing well and you're in a situation that's not great, I hope these things can improve, whether through your own efforts or maybe through the efforts of others, or maybe just circumstance. But yeah, I definitely hope things can improve. And but to be really, really real with y'all, sometimes things can't change and sometimes things aren't perfect and they aren't fair. And I have a lot of those things in my life as well. My life isn't perfect, and sometimes you just kind of have to come to terms and then just power through it, and you just got to move through it and just accept and move on. And yeah, and then there's on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm not saying be miserable, or stuff like that, because I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to be at peace. I want everyone to be super chill and be accepted for who they are and what they want to do and living out their dreams. But sometimes it's just not like that. Sometimes it's just not like that. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Try, survive, thrive. Just wake up each day basically and trying to do the best we can towards the goal that we want to reach. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just spouting off at the mouth, just whatever's on my head right now. And I don't know. Maybe that message was more for me than anyone else, or I don't know. If you feel that it resonates with you and it helps you, then hey, universe bless you, child. Sometimes maybe the universe speaks through me talking to you, and sometimes the universe will talk through you speaking to me, and vice versa. And so I just try to remain open and be a conduit towards the different lessons in life that we have. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling this morning. I just had a cup of coffee. Maybe I'll just blame it on the caffeine. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is Triple Paleotrex, and he does some really, really cool things. Yeah. So if we traditionally think about a Paleotrex, we just know that the robot head is plugging down into the dinosaur chassis. But this is not the case, because he can do this kind of like he can move his head left and right. Yeah, because of the way it's attached. And can you guess how that works? Can you guess how that works? If you think about it, maybe you'll figure it out. But yeah, some really, really neat things. And so like normally, like here, I'll show you another thing. So see how the what is it? The thighs are over here, right? And normally we would have the thigh bits sandwiching the blade, which is true here, but in actuality, it's a bit of an illusion, because instead of this thigh adorning both sides of the axe, it's actually here. It's actually butterflied out, and the same thing goes for the chest. And that's actually what makes this build pretty unique, in my opinion. And that was actually the genesis of this particular build. I wanted to start with that butterfly chest mold, that framework, and then everything just kind of flowed from there. Cool? Cool. So start separating them. Easy bits off. I don't think I used any paper for this guy to like tighten the molds, because Paleotrex has really, really good tolerances. Because like, dude, look at this. Okay, his leg kind of fell, but yeah, he has really. As I say this, okay, embarrass me. Why don't you? Why don't you embarrass me? But yeah, he has really great tolerances, despite what you're just seeing right now on camera. And it's because he's the first. He's the first. Like, there's no mold degradation, or not a ton of it yet. And the different versions of the Paleotrex, because I've bought certain ones at different times, and they have different serial numbers on them. They have different levels of tightness. Yeah, and so definitely the mold does degrade over time, and they do make little changes to adjust those things. But what I've noticed is they never shrink down the hole. They actually always increase the size of the peg, which causes problems when you start mixing different versions. And anyway. So okay, this bottom half is made using one thigh, and each of the legs is composed of the frilly bit of the tail in the back, connected to the dino torso with the head on the bottom and the buckler on the sides. And on the front of that frilly tail bit, you have the claw, foot, whatever hand thing plugged in at the heel, right there. And then you have that attached to the heel of the calf. And that just goes down, and this isn't connected. It's just kind of like resting there. Let me give it a better here. Like that. You see it? So again, tail bit in the back, the frilly tail bit, claw thing plugged in, angling down and plugged into the heel of the calf and angling that down into the dino face, the open jaw. Cool. And then we just have the robot heads plugged in as the heels, buckler on the back, where you can put them anywhere really where you want. And that's really just the lower half. Easy peas, right? So let's look at the top part. So cool. So cool. And so the arms, they're asymmetrical. This one uses the axe and the other one uses the tail, but then the forearms are pretty much the same. It's just the axe, claw hand thing, calf, and then tail. And the arm by itself is a little thin, so I try to like kind of beef it out and make it look like that's one cohesive piece. Cohesive pieces, officeresis, peanut butter cups. And over here, we have the frilly part of the tail. It goes down to the claw. And then same thing. We have the, when you spin the bottom half of that tail, you have the calf and you have the tail over here. And so those are your two arms. Good. Now what's really cool is, let me just kind of show off the torso for a little bit. So check this out in the back. You see this, dude? I love this so much. You can see how these things just kind of like sit together. They're almost like hugging each other. And then he has the tail coming down right there. And this inside part, that is where the head is connected. Far out, right? That's why he can do the... That's why he can do that, because it's connected at this pivot. I mean, this hole right over here. So in terms of how this contraption is made, here, you can see it right here. So you have the dino skull, right? You do not plug the bottom part into the jaw. You keep that jaw hanging so you can plug in a buckler part. And then at the top, let me see. There's a couple of ways that this is fastened. It's fastened at 3 points. So, all right, hold up. So we have the blade bit, right? And this is sandwiched. This is one thigh right here, and there's another thigh over here. And on the bottom of that blade, there's a peg that protrudes out right there. And that's where this claw thing is kind of plugged in. But here, let me undo this. Yeah. All right. Now, okay, so this is connected at 2 points. This thigh, that peg from the waist is plugged into right there on the inside. You see that? It's plugged in where the head is supposed to plug in. And on the back, we have this calf with the peg extended plugging. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the robot head first. And you can see the robot head being removed right there, right? And then I'm going to remove, you know what? I'll just remove all these things. So this is a calf and this is the tail. So I'm going to take this out, and that was plugged in right there. And then this is just the calf piece, and that was plugged in right there. And then here, there we go. Dino skull prepared like so. Do not plug in the jaw. Have the buckler plugged in on the bottom. And on the top, you can see that these are the two axe parts, and this is one thigh plugged in right here, and the other thigh is plugged in right there. All right. So now we'll reassemble it. You plug that in there. It's a nice tight fit into the neck part. You get this piece, and you plug that in there. And you slightly angle that little knee part down. Then you get this other part, this other foot, and yeah, really, really like that. And then from there, you get this claw, and that peg you plug in right there, and then you angle that hole up there like so. See that, right? I really, really, really like this build because of some of the new engineering I discovered. And then you get with that one to go in there. And so, yeah, you just kind of adjust it. And then right down that center in that hole is where you are going to plug the robot head. And then you just adjust it as necessary. You adjust the sleeve as necessary. Just center it up. Why is that not working? Okay. Yeah, like that. Then you can kind of open the dino mouth. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then from there, you just plug that in like so. Dude, he's beautiful, isn't he? I really, really like this guy. And then you just take this arm, and then you plug this on the underside of the little heel. Like, not the heel, but like, you know, that hole on the forearm, the claw, it exists on the underside of this too. So you just plug that in there and adjust the head, adjust the gate. My desk is a little bit slippery, so he might slip and slide, but oops, just the focus. How long has that been out of focus? Lur. There you go. There you go. Let's bring him center into the shot. And bada bing, bada boom. Click, clack. It is triple Paleotrex. And I think I kind of rambled a little bit extra sauce on this one, but I figure it's all right. We just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, gang, I hope you have enjoyed this build. So if you got a Paleotrex, Transmutate, Skelevore, or even just a three Paleotrexes on your own, you can build this guy and you can have an awesome time doing so. And so, yeah, like I said, if you typically watch these videos to the end and you like these tutorials and stuff and you haven't subscribed, please do me a solid, subscribe, like, share these things. It really helps the channel grow. I'm not just saying that. And yeah, have a lovely day. I'll talk to you all soon, okay? Adios, bye.